What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of our Bury career mode, our youth career mode, and today we are going to try and get to the end of December. Now we're at the beginning of October here. Last time we ended at the end of September here, and we went for the first couple of games here as well. A couple wins there. And then now we've got Sunderland in the checker trade, and then a bunch of league games coming, so hopefully we can get to the end of December today. And hopefully some of our players will improve and we can get some points on the board, because we need to go ahead and get some results. We were supposed to get automatic promotion, but we'll have to see, though. I never expected to get any result out of Sunderland, though I don't think particularly that competition matters too much. But hopefully we can keep on going in the league. We've won 2 in a row. Hopefully we can keep it up. As you can see, we're in 20th still after winning 2 in a row, which is not great, but everybody's kind of coming along, so hopefully it'll work out all right. The left winger is starting to really pop. He's gotten 3 goals in the last couple of games. Got a 1-1 there, not awful. Need points, of course. Now we're down to 68 over there. Carter, 57 overall. He's starting to really move forward, and we'll see. So is the goalkeeper. 51 overall now for Linz. The goalkeeper's moving up. Carter's really close to 58 overall. The goalkeeper's already ahead of what we had to begin with at the start of the year. So off into a good position he's going. Got Notts County next. At home. Let's get some points here. Get them on the board. And we should be getting, at the beginning of next month, another... perfect. There we go. And Carter gets the goal. And they kind of get a consolation late. We should get a new youth intake. Obviously, those are pretty important, but up we move. Though we went down, I believe, if I looked at that right. Carter moves up. The goalie moves up. Kelly moves up. Moving in the right direction. Oh, we went up 1. I thought that said 64 for a minute after a win. That would have been a bit harsh. Another game here. Newport. 5 at the back. Let's see what happens here. We were playing a weird formation at the beginning, but I think changing to a more natural formation has made this a little bit better for us. A 1-1 there. Not awful. It's at 5 points from 3 games, which is pretty good. Up to 18th now. And moving in a decent direction. Oh, the manager rating down to 68. We really don't want that getting too low. Scaring us a little bit as we get our monthly, so that's a scouting update, on our youth update. Game against Port Vale, away from home, and a 1-1. So we haven't lost in 4, but it is what it is. Excuse my cats who are flying all over the place. Kelly moves up again, which is good. Of course, if we can get him rolling next to Carter, we can put them both in the game at the same time, or both in the team at the same time. That would obviously be over the moon. We can take a look at the squad now, which is broken. Thank you, FIFA, for not fixing that still, which is aggravating. Alright, so we're back to where we need to be, and this is what it looks like. And hopefully we can get some of these players up to the 60s as we get forward, and of course everyone playing in the right position will do wonders as well. So let's move forward now. We're at the end of the month, moving into the new one. We should be getting a youth update rather soon, but we're also going ahead, and here it is. Youth squad monthly report. He looks pretty good, not bad. We're gonna leave the players in here a little bit until their overalls go up just a tad. Though he looks quite good. We're just gonna promote him to the senior team. He looks pretty good too. So does he. But they're both 15, so we'll hold on to them for a little bit. Okay, so let's see if we can get anybody really good in here. We're not gonna... We can sign him up. It's a bit late in his career. He might be pretty good. 17. I try to avoid 17-year-olds that don't have super high starting overalls. 16, 15. We'll hold on to him. The 15-year-olds we can hold on to because we can watch them grow and see what their overalls could possibly turn into in the youth academy. But you can also check if they turn into anything right off the bat, so we don't have to sign them up into the team and wait for them to fully develop and pray to God they become something. We can just kind of watch them for a little bit and see what happens. But that's not too bad of a youth intake there. Hopefully we can do something with it. And then we got Burry here. We might have to change out Linz for the new guy we just bought up, who's already a higher overall. And a 1-1. Beckford with a missed penalty. Not ideal. Alright, so this is what we're talking about. So we'll go to the development here and move Linz out. What have I done here? Edit session, yes. Linz out. And then we'll go... This was the guy we bought in. I thought he was 52 overall already, but he's 50 overall. Alright, we'll hold on to Linz for a little bit. Ooh, 56 overall. Alright, let's move this guy along and see what happens with him. He's 56 overall already. We're going to have to promote him off the youth team up to 57. We're going to have to move him up, Morris. And we'll go into the youth academy and do that. He looks like he's going to be pretty decent. 57 overall already is pretty good. Where are we looking? Youth staff, youth academy. Where is he? There you are. Oh, I can't. Ah, okay, so he's 15, but he's going to be pretty good. At 57 overall already. So once he turns 16, we can probably move him up, though I don't know if I can tell when his birthday is, perhaps. Not quite. We're just going to have to wait for him to turn 16. But for now, we can train him and see what happens. Forward we can go, though. We're not on track on a couple of things here. Obviously, a 66 manager rating. It's going to be difficult just to get off the floor here to start. Mainly because we moved on some pretty decent players that were real and just trying to fit in our youth as quickly as possible. So it's kind of a issue to start with. And we've got home to Stevenage here. We're not on track with what? Growing the club financially. Finish the season with a profit margin of 8.8 million. We'll see on that. That'll be later on though. So let's see if we can get a result against Stevenage at home. Something's got to come along. Ah, 0-0, and Xavier's hurt there. Hope that's not serious because we don't have a ton in terms of backup. 6 weeks. Ugh, that is not good. Not good at all. Let's go to the squad. He was coming along really nicely as well. 53 overall, 54 overall. We're going to move the 53 overall in, mainly because he can grow a little bit right now. Alright, so let's go to player development here. We'll put it in, and then we don't have the goalie there, so we'll go ahead and bring the new goalie in and train him along and see if we can get him moving in the right direction quickly enough so we can have a little bit better of a goalkeeper for the next 6 weeks. And then when the new goalkeeper comes back, we'll move him in. We're going to have to go ahead during this series and keep everybody sort of moving in the right direction, because players are going to leave, players are going to get hurt and that sort of nature, so it's going to be difficult to keep everyone rocking and rolling, though we are up to 73 overall, or a 73 manager rating right there, so we did move forward in a pretty good direction. A loss there though, not great. A late loss too. 86th minute. Got another one against Cheltenham coming. I believe that's Cheltenham. 59 overall for Carter. Kelly's getting up there too. Hopefully Carter can get 60s somewhere before the end of the season. Monthly scouting report. It is Cheltenham. Alright, let's see if we can get some points here. We need to get a couple of points. I don't think we'll be fired if we don't get promoted. If we can just keep moving in the right direction. 1-1 again. The amount of 1-1s we've had lately. So many draws. Just gotta nick a point or two. Monthly scouting update. Alright, so this scouting update doesn't have too much in it. Reject him. We're gonna reject him as well. He'd like to play a little bit more. No, not gonna happen. We're probably gonna sell you on from the window. But we're about to get another bit of a youth intake here so we can see what's going on. And here it is. We've got Scunthorpe next in the FA Cup, which I'm not overly interested in. 62 overall, he's 15. That's so annoying. Oh, this is our youth squad here, down here. 15. Okay. So some of these players start out pretty good. Morris is going to be good, and then the goalkeeper, Isaac Baker, is pretty good. 52 overall. Just going to release you. So this is the benefit of 15-year-olds. You can see 72 to 86, 69 to 87. This one is 73 to 94. He's only 41 overall now. So we can cut people who aren't going to be that great. Another goalkeeper we can release. 70 to 78, we can release him. Taylor Morris, he's only can get up to 88 possibly, but we'll hold on to him, of course. He'll be pretty decent, it looks like, as well. So not too bad. Let's check out some of these scouting reports. Dreadful, not great. Can hold on to him, definitely not. Not great out of that one, not great out of the other one. Some of these are okay. We'll sign you up, sign you up. We'll hold off on this. At some point we're gonna have to cut a couple people here and there, and hopefully we can create ourselves a good team. So we got something moving here. Carter moving in the right direction still, and the goalkeeper almost 55 overall. Definitely be happy when Xavier comes back at 65 overall or 64 overall, whichever it was. It'll be important for him to come back, but we are reaching toward the end of December here. And we got Scunthorpe in the FA Cup second round, which of course I'm not super interested in. But the farther we go, probably the better off it looks in our manager rating, because of course we just don't want to get fired moving forward. And that's a win, and we'll take it. 2 goals from Dan's, which gives us a win and moves us into the third round, which is pretty good. We are still 18th down here. Kelly has moved up in overall, and so is the goalkeeper, which is good. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. And then come January we can sell off the real goalkeeper we have and see what happens there. Coventry beaten by Mansfield, and we got a game right here coming now. Who is that? Not exactly sure, but we've got 4 unread emails. Hopefully nothing serious. We're still at 70 manager rating, which is good. Very good. It is Oldham. I figured it was Oldham. Tournament prize money. Alright, so everything's going in the right way. Oldham, this is a difficult one on the road here in League 2. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah. And Dan's with the red card, not great. Okay, that was not good. Those are not the games we need right now. We need some lower end ones that we can grab some points from. So here we are down to 63 over, or 63 manager rating, not good. Carter moved up to 60 overall, very good. We're waiting for that notification where Xavier's back, though. Hill's up to 56 and moving in the right direction, but still not as good as Xavier. And there he is. Xavier back into the squad. Just gonna put him up here. Should be okay. And then move him ahead of Maloney. And then in our next thing, we can go back to training Xavier. Having a really good goalkeeper down here could be obviously anything. Moving up overall wise would be good for us. We'll have to check it out at the end of the week. Though we've only got a couple of games left, and we would have reached the end of December, which is good. And what are these, 15 minutes or so this video? That's probably about right of how I want to go around this series. So we'll probably do 3 months at a time, should we need to, of course, assuming we don't get canned. Alright, so let's match rescheduled. Risk of losing 7 players. These are all real players, which is the issue. We'll look at that at a different time, mainly because we'll have to bring some back. Perhaps just to keep the numbers, the decent numbers, right, because we're not playing this series and we have to at least minimum get a couple decent sims in there, and a 0-0, not great. I don't believe Southend are very good, which is the issue. Oh, that was Tranmere or Southend. Either way, it was Tranmere's. They're below us. Those are the games we got to get points from, but as you can see, we were supposed to get auto promoted, which is 38 points. We have 22. No chance in that. Okay, so let's get the goalkeeper out of here and put Xavier back. There we go. And hopefully he can move up. So he is 65 overall and now 66 overall with that A. And then Morris is up to 58 overall. When he turns 16, we're going to have to pop right into that academy and pull him out. Xavier moving right, Carter moving right, everybody moving in the right direction. Manfield are top of the league, if I just saw that right. Or they're toward the top of the league, so tough one coming. And then we've got another game before the end of this episode. So away to Mansfield here, which is going to be tough. A lot of these teams play 5 at the back. 2-2, not bad. I'll take that. I will definitely take that. Tough place. Decent result, though the manager rating doesn't seem to think so. Let's get rid of you. Not feeling up to it. I know, sorry. Okay, so another scouting report. We can sign him up. Reject. I just don't like 17-year-olds in this. It's difficult to move them and get them all rolling in the right direction. We'll play that crew game, or we'll sim that crew game, and that'll be the last sim of this episode. We got Nats County here. It's got some points. They're on a 1-2 of their last 3. Oh, a 2-1 victory. All right, 3 points. Oh, Jesus. All right, we got some decent simming there. All right, not too bad. And then we've got crew. Hopefully we can end the episode on a couple of wins there as the goalie. Is he hurt? No, he's not hurt. That was weird. I have to put him back in there. Kelly up to 57 overall. Moving nicely. And Xavier almost at 67 overall. He'll be up there before the end of the year. He definitely will. And then we've got crew here. Hopefully we can beat crew. And hopefully our manager rating goes up a little bit. We're going to go into here as well. We got Derby in that cup, which is not what I wanted. And excuse once again, damn cats. Alright, so let's go into here. Not great. Not great. Pretty decent. And you, awful. Not great. Not worth it. Not great. Those couple of crappy ones there. A couple of crappy ones there. So let's sim this game against crew, and hopefully we can end this episode on 2 straight wins. That would be awesome right there. Alright, we did. That's great. That's actually 2 really good results just to get us some points on the board, just to ease the pressure just a little bit and move us in the right direction. As we see, we've got Derby next, but we are going to end the episode here. I'm going to roll through this and see what we can do here. Off camera, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think, for you guys. The more important part is moving the youth players in the right direction, which they are. So let's take a look. Carter up to 60. Maynard is pretty good there. If we can get some midfielders rolling or something like that, we're going to have to get a couple of players youth-wise up and about. We're going to have to start changing the team around just a little bit just to keep players in and out, get them some game time and things of that nature, and we'll start doing that next episode, guys. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I know this is a different series than what I normally do, but I definitely wanted to mess around with it in a different way this time around, guys. But I hope you enjoyed it. So for now, stay tuned for more, and peace.